Alright, the new cards are out. It is time to look at them. I should probably link the thing, right? Probably link the thing. There you go. Doesn't love new card season. The expansion's out in like a few hours, but we can look at the cards first and pretend to know what I'm talking about and then see how wrong I am when the actual expansion comes out. So we can start the legendaries probably so that we know what we want out of the bronze and silvers. Limaga is fanfare, select 2 enemy followers. Give them counter attack followers or leaders. Basically just give them counter attack, right? Until the end of the opponent's turn. Super evolve to select 2 followers on the field and give them at the end of each turn deal 1 damage to your leader and 2 damage to this follower. This activates at the end of your turn and then at the end of the enemy's turn as well, and then if you let them live, you can activate it 1 more time during your turn. So it's like what? 6 damage face. You can't have super evil ping, that's like 7 I guess, which if you only look at that is equivalent to Orcus and Kerberos, but like not really at all. I don't think this is good. Like even if you're playing like a control deck with Rose Queen and you're trying to like machine gun your opponent to death with that, I don't think this is worth running. Yeah, I don't think this is good. I think this is probably not gonna be run. I could be wrong, but yeah, it doesn't look like it to me. Titania is fanfare summon a fairy, gain her crest, and then you evolve her select enemy follow on the field and transform it into a fairy. This effect is super annoying. It ruins a lot of things. It ruins Abyss, it ruins Lapis, I guess. You can transform your opponent's Wilbert and then they don't get the last words wards. You still get the crest though, which makes it not that good. And then her crest adds a fairy to your hand, which I guess you can use to fuel your Bale, or you can use it for your Rose Queen, or you can just use it for Tempo. After you give them Storm, you just add a Storm to your hand every turn. Seems okay. Ooh, the leader version is pretty nice. I don't know about this one. If you don't have a way to deal with those fairies, your hand just gets flooded. Doesn't really draw you anything either, and it costs 4, so it's your entire turn. Doesn't really clear that well either. It's a 4/4 if you evolve her, which presumably you oh, I guess you can transform something if you evolve her. That's pretty good. You evolve and then you trade with the fairy she summons, so it's like a Lily, kind of. You really cross your eyes, it's like Lily, but she can also evolve herself, so she can trade as well. She has I don't know about this one either. Seems okay, but I don't know if there's a deck for her yet. Garden's a little okay. This is that card. I think we know this card is good, right? Fuse a forest card. Draw 2 cards. This card is good. It's a trash can that also draws. Forest already likes having trash cans because their hand keeps filling up, especially if you're gonna run something like Titania, then you really need the trash can. But otherwise, it's just 2 draw, pretty solid stuff. If you have nothing better to do, you can just draw 2 cards. You can get rid of things like the Grasshopper if you're running the Grasshopper, or if you don't need Arya in the matchup, you just toss her. You don't need Erin, you don't need Selwyn. If you have late game Glade that you just don't need anymore, you can all just convert it into card draw with this. So pretty flexible card. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't run this in every forest deck. Seems good. Cynthia, Chivalrous Elf, 4/4/3, send fanfare, summon 2 fairies, evolve, give all allied pixie followers on the field +1/+0. Right now the only pixie followers we have is fairies, so it's just giving fairies. I guess it's for playing her post Arya. I mean, even on the turn you play her, she can clear pretty well. She clears Zirconia. She trades evenly with Zirconia, which is something. I don't know if trading evenly with Zirconia is what you want to be doing on your turn. But if it's not Zirconia, then... But the fairies still have 1 defense though, so you can't even trade over stuff. The fairies will die into whatever they trade. If your opponent doesn't have follows on board, you evolve. This is quite annoying. It's pretty good pre-Angrea. As long as you can keep her defense from decreasing to 3 or below, you just evolve her on turn 4 and your opponent plays Angria, they have to spend the entire Angria clearing this, I guess. That's cute. Not sure if you want to be doing that because you can just answer Angria with Glade anyway. But Temple deck, you get to buff your fairy, so that's cool. I guess you can Storm for 8 damage face. 7 if you super evolve. I mean 9 if you super evolve her. I guess that's nice. I don't know if the Ara deck is working with whatever Haven, Ward Haven is going on. I'm not sure if this is worth playing though, so that's not great. I don't know if Roach plays this. I feel like Roach doesn't have space for this. Could be wrong. Oh, is this Airbound Barrage? No, it's not Airbound Barrage. Do 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Combo 3, do 2 times instead. This is good. This is a good clear spell. I don't know if it's like... This looks good, I think. Having clear is good. You can get rid of ambush followers with this. You can get rid of early aggro. It's like a Mei, but like... I guess it's different. But I think it's at least worth considering compared to other stuff that is in the card pool right now. I think that's actually worth considering. Fairy Fencer, 2 cost 2/2. Whenever an allied follower super evolves, set the cost of this card to 1. Fanfare, add a fairy to your hand. Huh. I guess it's meant to combo with this with Carbuncle, presumably. Or like, I guess you can combo with anything. It doesn't work with Olivia though, which is a bit unfortunate. It doesn't have like Rush or anything, you're just playing a 2/2 for 1, which like... By the time you can super evolve, I'm not sure if the stats are worth that. I feel like there's better things you could be doing. Yeah, I'm not super sure about this one. It is a 1 cost card. But like... Lionel, Ardent Elf, this looks bad already. Summon 2 baby. Excuse me? 6 cost 6/6 ward, fanfare, summon 2 baby Carbuncles. This is pretty funny. Baby Carbuncle. Oops, what did I just do? This is a funny card. You can summon Carbuncle and then Carbuncle can super evolve to give you 3 play points back. I don't see a world where you run this at all, but I mean... It's funny. You can play this guy and then you super evolve Carbuncle and he's a 3 cost with 6/6 ward plus a 2/2 and a 5/5. And while you play Roach alongside it, but you've only played 1 card. I feel like in other classes this would be a very good card, but in Forest in particular, this is not what Forest wants to do. You get a lot of Take 2 cards. They are adding Take 2 soon. So there's that. Wait, it's like Amelia. You play sit for 6 and then you super evolve. I mean like... Maybe some kind of mid-range deck that curves into Rose Queen can consider this, but it seems a bit goofy. A 6/6 ward with a 5/5 super evolve follower behind it is actually kind of interesting, I guess, but like I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I don't think this is worth running at all. Woodwalkers. Why are there so many cards that just summon other cards? 7 cost that summons 4/4s. This is like a Hearthstone card. I don't think, like, they don't do anything, they just like sit on board. You have to evolve them because they don't evolve when you summon them. This is so bad. The Take 2 card, right? Dwarven Mallet Man. And Fascinating enemy follower on the field, deal 4 damage. Combo 3, deal damage to all enemy followers instead. Excuse me? They finally gave them AoE. Forest finally has AoE now. But it's too expensive to play with Roach though, so... Like, that's not super good. Maybe like a one-off is okay, but other than that, probably not worth running. The AoE is pretty neat though. 4 damage, non-negligible, it clears unevolved Vals. And that's about it. Maybe it's not actually that good, huh? Doesn't even clear Orcus. If it's like 6 damage, then it will at least clear Orcus, but nah. Well, I guess you can fairy play this. Great trade. Evolve this trade into Orcus. I guess if you do that, it clears Orcus. I mean... Does it clear Karula? You summon Alpha with Karula, then it doesn't clear Karula. But the other two, it does clear Karula. Which I guess is something. You have to spend an evil point though, because you only get the AoE for. I don't know about this one. It's a bit heavy. Alright, Forest basically got like not much, I guess. So I guess you're either gonna be playing... You can try to cook with Rose Queen. You can try to cope with Roach. Oh, there's also one more card, which is just a 3/3/3 rush. This card is terrible. Yeah, Forest didn't really get too much, huh? They got... I mean, Guardians of Lore is strong, though. They have that. This is the only card that I'm sure is gonna be strong here. The rest is like kind of iffy. Let's save Sword for last. As is tradition on this channel, I guess. I don't even know if it is tradition. Norman, Adamant, Alchemist. Fanfare Earthright, select a mode. Summon a Guardian Golem, give it barrier, draw 3 cards, or Q4. Evolve, do it again. I think the Guardian... Can we review Portal already? Or after Rune, then after Rune, sure. I think this card is good. But like... not good enough to save Earthright from what we've seen so far. I mean, it summons a Guardian Golem, that's pretty strong. And it has barrier too, you can summon 2 Guardian Golems. You can have like a 7/7 or like an 8/8 behind 2 Guardian Golems with barrier. Pretty annoying to clear. Fildal Stalks rising again. The draw is cute. I'm not sure if we need the draw that badly. The healing is strong. You can run this in Rune, in Spell Boost, and then you have those like dirts that you play from the 1 cost that draws into your deck. Then you play this, and then you put like the Blaze Destroyer behind it, and then your opponent just concedes if they can't clear, which they probably can't. Which is, I guess, an option. Seems pretty strong Vacuum, but I don't know if it'll see play for now. Lilanthem. Lilanthem? Anathema of Audacity. This is Mordecai with Aura. And oh, it's shittier Mordecai cause she costs Earthright 2 with Aura, but you can super evolve her to kill 2 followers. Too slow for this meta, probably. It's crazy how they make a card like this which wants to eat a ton of your dirts, but then they also printed Pascal's Dance which also wants to eat a ton of your dirt. So like they don't really combo well unless there is a ridiculous amount of dirt generation in the bronze and silvers that we just haven't seen yet. Pascal's Dance is a meme card. I mean, it draws 1 and gives you an Earth Sigil at least. So you can play that on turn 2, maybe. I don't know if this Earthright 10 is doing much, but it is very funny if it happens. Especially with Super Evolve in the game now, this double stats can pop off really hard because Super Evolve followers can trade without taking damage. And then after that you can double their stats, which is like a lot. Who knows? Honestly, I want Dirt to be good because I'm a bit sick of playing against Spell Boost. Owen, Ward, Flash, Spell Boost your hand, Evolve, draw 2 followers. I think it's good on turn 3 and maybe on turn 5 or something if you break and don't draw an Angria. When do you even want to play this? Like, you want to spend your evil points on like an Angria and Kuon and Cocytus. So I'm not sure you want to spend evil point on this. You can draw cards, which is cool. The Clash is cool. Can probably get like 1 or 2 spell boosts out of it, depending on what your opponent's playing. Early game Ward helps against aggro, but it's only really good in like turn 3, I feel. I don't know, remains to be seen. I feel like this is really like a turn 3 card. Waves of Chaos. I've heard this card being called too slow, so... And I'm inclined to agree that it's a bit slow considering it starts at 0. And it's like not even AoE, it splits between all enemy followers. So if your opponent has like Ward Haven board, this card is not getting through that. But hey, if you open it, maybe you can get it super big. And then not even deal damage face because they nerfed Giant Chimera. Oh, Magic Giant Chimera? One of the Chimeras into this. Seems questionable. Ooh, it's a dirt. This is like a dirt card. Select an animal or follower on the field, deal 3 damage, gain an arrow sigil, evolve, do it again. Okay. Seems mid. Only 1 dirt for 4 costs and you can clear like 1 follower maybe. Eh. Urgent? Isn't she the onion character? She is the onion character. Fanfare summon 2 copies of Onion Patch, evolve, gain Crest, Burgeon, rejected arts. At the end of the turn, summon the Onion Patch. So you get Onion Patch every turn again. Oh. Oh, okay. Onion is still the same. But turn 5? You're playing this over Anangria? You're not playing this over Anangria. That's not happening. That's crazy talk. If you're board out with 1/1s, then you can't play Kuon because your opponent just like locks your board. It has Rush, that's true. I feel like there's just no space for running this. I don't think it's worth it. You have to evolve it as well to get the crest. I feel like this is not worth it. Glacial Crash. Let enemy follow on the field and destroy it. Earthright 1, deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. Okay, we got some burn damage. This is like a really shitty version of the Beast card that can loop infinitely because this one doesn't loop. So far no dirt generation considering how much dirt this deck wants to spend. No like solid dirt generation. I'm not sure about this one. I mean, it does burn damage, but it's not even that much, and you spend the dirt to do it. At least it's hard destruction, I guess. Fanfare, select a card in your hand and return to the deck, draw a spell. Oh, it's a strict improvement over where is it a strict improvement? Can you run a deck? Can you run a spell boost deck where you run very few spells? Like you run the 7-cost spell that discounts, you run Decline. What else is there? You just run a very spell light deck so that this always draws you a very good card. Oh, but then you have to not run a Sage Light for that. Search followers. And you play in Dirt, but Dirt already has one of these. Oh yeah, the Stormy Blast as well, right? Yeah, there's no way you can play this. Yeah, this is mid. It's a Ruby that is more. Maybe if they one day make a deck which is like. You can run a Burgeon meme deck, and then run very little spells and just rely on Burgeon for your spell boost, and then you guaranteed search like decline or something stupid like that. I don't think it's worth it though. Melvie Adoring Witch. Add New Witch's Brew to your hand. Oh, that's a good card. New Witch's Brew is still the best dirt card in the game, so... If there's a super evolved allied follower on the field, gain 2 Earth Sigils. Okay, so you can get dirt out of her that way. She draws, she cycles because Witch's New Brew is the super strong thing that just draws for some reason. I mean, you're definitely running this if you're playing dirt. That's it? Yeah, Dirt Rune is cope for now, I think. Dirt Rune is still a cope deck. You need to fight. Your only finishers for Dirt Rune are like what? Kuon or Cocytus, neither of which are in archetype, so kind of mid. I like Lily Anthem though, she's cool. She's not very good, but she's very cool. You hate this if there's an allied super evolve follower gimmick. It's probably because this set is based on evolve, so there's a lot of evolving related cards here. Due to the third generation. Yeah, we need like the 2-cost. We need a 2-cost with a crest that gives you dirt every turn. That's what we need. Then we need Juno to actually have fuse. We need old Juno and we need Covetous Witch. That's what we need. And we need Superior Contractor and we need Levi. And then we need Acid Golem maybe. I don't know. Just bring back all of this stuff. Then maybe dirt can be good. So far, dirt doesn't have much of like anything. They have a lot of tempo early. I feel like they have a lot of tempo, but that's about it. But like not enough tempo to win the game. But a lot of tempo. Okay, we want to look at Portal, right? Karula strong. I think we're all on board with this, right? The turn 6 play that isn't Alouette Evil again. Artifact doesn't have a turn 6 play, now they do, and it's a really good one. You can summon a artifact, we don't even have to evolve for it. And he super evolve him, you can hit twice per turn, so you can trade twice, or if your opponent doesn't clear this, your opponent dies. This is a very good card for artifact, of course. Zwei is for Puppet. Summon Victoria whenever an allied puppetry follower enters a field, give it a war, and then Victoria is 6-1, rush, follower strike, deal X damage to opposing follower. This is a good turn 5 play. It clears Anne and Greya. It clears Anne and Greya and it clears Alouette. The only bad thing about Karula is it doesn't generate gears, but there's a lot of gear generation already, isn't there? Does Artifact still need more gear generation? I think this is good in Puppet. I'm not sure how good Puppet in general is, but I think if you're playing Puppet, you're playing this. This is your best turn 5 play on Puppet, isn't it? What else are you gonna do? Evolve Fildao? Evolve Love Strap Puppeteer? Puppet has a turn 6 play with Noah, it doesn't have a turn 5, so I guess that's what Zwei is for. I think it's good. You get a 6-1 ward, which like generally will live the turn because it can kill whatever it trades into. You can even make more wards. You can like play Zwei and then line up 3 puppets and evo her behind a ward, and the opponent can't clear it that early, and then you can just punch your opponent in the face with her. I think this is a good card. I don't know how good Puppet will be, but if you're playing Puppet, you're probably playing this. Synchronous Heart summon Lloyd and Victoria. Lloyd is an annoying ward and protects Victoria, while Victoria can trade into something. A turn 6 play that might be able to save your evil points, which is quite good because Puppet really needs their evil points. Now you have the curve. The Puppet curve is Zwei into Synchronous Hearts or Noah. And then on turn 7 you play Odin, and then turn 8 and 9 is Orcus. That's the curve, right? That's the curve now. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's a 3-off though. Like, you're competing with the 6-cost slot with like Sylvia and Noah. The war is good. The Victoria can help you clear without spending evil points. Not bad. Not amazing. Not bad. Carnelia, Amber of Darkness. Add gear. Oh, she adds a gear. Evolve. Get your artifact in your hand ward and can't be destroyed by ability. This completely ruins. I feel like this completely ruins aggro decks. Like, you just give ward to an alpha and you just keep cloning the alpha and your opponent just dies, don't they? Like, what kind of aggro deck can win against that? And gives you a turn 4. Gives you a turn 4 evil that isn't Coin Alouette. Although the fact that she doesn't summon anything, or she shouldn't summon anything, that'd be ridiculous. At the very least, she's a replacement for that 1-tree. You definitely run her over that 1-tree, because the 1-tree is bad stats and doesn't have anything else going for it. This one's a 2-2. They can give Alpha Ward. Or not even Alpha, you can give Beta. You can give Beta Ward as well. That would also be annoying. Can't be destroyed by abilities. Also is annoying because then you can't use Fill Down to clear it. Which is pretty obvious, I guess. You give this to Beta and then you put Alouette behind a ward. You hit one of the bronzes, Portal, I'll get there eventually. You give Alpha a ward. Then you play Alouette, evolve summon the Alpha with ward, and then you use Alouette to trade, and your opponent can't clear with Fill Down because the Alpha has 3-5 and ward. And it can't be destroyed by abilities. I mean, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't run this. Flight of Icarus, select an artifact in your follower and give it Rush. And last wish, oh good lord. What have they done? What have they done? I don't like this card. No. This looks really strong actually. Isn't this super strong? You give Beta Rush, then you don't even need to make a Gamma anymore. You just use Beta to clear and you ping your opponent in the face and then you draw. That's ridiculous. Like the most, like one of the important like methods of dealing against artifact is you go wide so that they are forced to make Gamma and they can't spam your face with Beta. This just denies that. Like they just like evolve Alouette, summon a Beta with Rush, and then they clear 2 of your followers and hit you in the face for 3, and then they draw a card to do it again. And now there's Karula as well. This card is crazy. Let an enemy follow on the field with 4 or less attack. Banish it, summon an exact copy of it. Oh, this is that one card. What's it called? There was that really old gold card that was like 4 cost or something, and it destroys and then summons a copy of the same follower. It's like an unevolve. You like unevolve their follower by doing this. I don't see why you would ever play this. Seems terrible in like all Portal decks, but sure. You need one spell because you keep resummoning the artifact, yeah. Can the spell stack? It should be able to. There's nothing that says it can't stack. I think it should. Vire, Heart Slayer, Fanfare select Puppetry following your hand, transform it into a Doll Slayer. And it's Bane. Last Ambush. Last word, summon Vire. Ah, okay. This is like a Swordcraft. I would like this in Sword. Well, like not really, but like. So it's a 2-1-1 with Bane. You play this, you make one of your puppets 1-1 with Ambush. And if the 1-1 with Ambush dies, it summons another 1-1 with Bane. It doesn't generate puppets. She's not a puppet herself either. I mean, the Bane is cool, but like... like you're spending a puppet on her to like get dunked on by Apollo. I guess she fills turn 2 pretty decent, or turn 3 pretty decently if you don't have a better turn 3 play, but you have UD and stuff, so you're not even lacking turn 3 plays in this deck. I don't know about this one. I don't see it. I don't see the vision. Doll support, but it's not like great doll support. It's doesn't generate puppets. In fact, it spends a puppet. You get a 1/1 with ambush. It's All Slayer is puppetry. Oh, it's puppetry. Okay. I didn't notice. Okay, now we're talking. You can give it Storm with Orcus. Or you can give it Bane with... You can play the 3 cost that has Bane, and that gives Bane, and then you play this with Ambush. You set up the Bane for next turn. Or you just set up the Ambush for... You set up Ambush on turn 3, and turn 4 you evo it face. That also works. I don't know. I mean, it's better than like... It's probably better than like Ruby or something, maybe. I don't hate it. I don't know. I don't play enough Puppet to... Oh, I don't play Puppet at all, so I have no idea if this is gonna be good or not. Seems okay. Ah, yes. Fanfare. Add Gear of Ambition to your hand. Engage 3. Destroy this land artifact. Summon an exact copy of it. This card is broken. Isn't this super strong? This is ridiculous. Why? 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 This looks very good. I think that's definitely being played. This kind of looks strong. This looks really strong. I don't think there's even a need to go hybrid anymore. I think you just play artifact. You can start burning on turn 3 now. I don't know if you want to place on turn... You want to use this on turn 3, but you can sap early game and then you can overwhelm your opponent. Looks good. The soul, like just the fact that it summons a copy of an artifact is already pretty strong by itself, I feel. Puppet Cat. If there's a super evolved allied follower on the field, add a puppet to your hand and give it 3/1. This looks 3/0. This looks bad. This looks really bad. Carnelian and the catapult Eluette with extra steps. That's true, but then you can pair the catapult with Eluette on turn 8 or something. You can basically summon a 3... For 3 costs, you can basically summon one of the puppets, I mean one of the artifacts for at any point in time. You can set it out early as well, which is very strong. Yeah, I don't think you want to do it on turn 3. It completely destroys like... It completely destroys early aggro, though you can just make an early Gamma, and then you just use it to summon Gamma and wipe your opponent's board if your opponent is going aggressive, or if they're not going aggressive, you just save it for late game. Pair it with like a Fildar or something, or like just an artifact generation turn. Just play like a... one of the 2/2s that summon an artifact or something, and then you just use that, the cannon, to just buy yourself time. It's super flexible. It's 2 costs. You can set it up on turn 2 and then you can do it whenever you want. It's so flexible. And it's like generating a core as well, so it's not even like that slow. This card is super bad, by the way. I don't see a world where you play this like ever. Your super evil targets you're playing Puppet is Orcus. You can wait to turn 10 to super evolve your Orcus and play Puppet Cat next to it. That's stupid. I think Sword would actually like this card, but Sword doesn't get this card. Is there anything else? This looks bad already. Engine Blade Maven, summon a striker artifact, add gear, evolve, replicate. There's no way. Wait. Yeah, there's no way that we had Karula. Not as Karula's in the game. This card is stupid. It only generates 1 gear as well. That's all the portal cards. Artifact looks very strong. Artifact looks very strong. The artifact support is kind of ridiculous. Only if they card a super hero for free. There is one. It's called Gildaria. Is that how she's called? Gildaria, yes. Maybe it's a neutral card. I haven't looked at the neutral cards. I should probably look at the neutral cards at some point. Maybe I should have started the neutral cards, huh? Wait, there's a Goblin. Wait, there's Goblin. Alright, let's look. Grimnir. This card is really good. I feel like this card is good. If you ever need a 3 cost, this is the 3 cost you just run. It's kind of like a Bab Catha. Like if you need a 3 cost, you just put this in and call it a day. You get the crest and it just does things on its own. If you need this is like a premium filler card. Like whenever you have a deck, you just need some filler, you just throw this in and call it a day. You can probably play this in Ward Haven. The AoE 2 is cute. At the end of your turn though, so it's a bit slow that way, I guess. I think it's good though. I think this card is good. Now this card, now this is a card, I tell you what. This is a good card. It's very plain, and it's a shittier version of the Odin we have at the end of SV1. But it's still a good card. You can banish anything. You can banish your opponent's Shadow Crypt, you can banish your opponent's Lapis, you can banish your opponent's Wilbert. That's about it. You can banish Karula, I guess. Something like that. Banish Noah, banish Urias. And then you can go face. Well, you can't go face against Urias, but other than that, you can just go face with it after that. You clear and go face at the same time, you can evolve it for more damage. I think this is a good card. Especially for decks that don't have a lot of damage like Puppet. Puppet, like, all their damage is from evolving. I think Puppet really likes this card. If you want to cope with Kagemitsu Sword, you can play this in Kagemitsu as well. Play Odin to clear a follower and then you super evolve Kagemitsu next to him for like 9 damage. And then your opponent plays Odin to banish your Kagemitsu, but you know, that's we'll just pretend that doesn't exist. I don't know how to pronounce their names. It's like Kinikar, Yavanhar. I don't know how to pronounce their names. These people. So it's basically it's basically Kinikar from the original game, but slightly different. I mean, if you want a 2 cost, this is one of them. Pretty decent. If you don't need Ruby for whatever reason, then this is... Oh, you don't need... Well, I think I like Fildar a bit more, but this is pretty good as well. If you want a turn 5 play, this is like an okay one. You can get a free Evo out of it. Not sure having a free Evo is worth anything right now, but you know. Not bad. Helps you clear board. Doesn't clear Alouette. Doesn't clear Anangrea. Almost all deck go 1 and 7, or they only clears 1 or 2. That's true. You can play in response to like Noah or something, or Wilbert. Those are things. I think Odin is good, but I don't know how good it will be, but I think it's good. Grimnir Crest, oh that's true. That's true, it's like a budget version of Divine Thunder. Or not budget version, it's like a legendary version of Divine Thunder. Play Odin, Super Evolve, hit face, and then AoE 2. Whether it requires you to play Grimnir and Odin the deck. Spending S-Evo on Odin, it depends. If you're playing an aggro deck, it's not bad. If you're playing like Puppet, maybe not though. But I think it's worth considering, just for the fact that you can remove a lot of things. The problem with aggro deck is that I don't think you're running I don't know about playing Grimnir in an aggro deck too much. 3 cost 2/3 is not great tempo, although you can hide your attackers behind a ward, I guess, which is cute. I feel like it remains to be seen for now, but I don't think Odin is going... I think Odin is actually okay. This card... I don't know if this card is okay. I mean, like, it's pretty... like... if you have nothing to do on turn 5, you can play this card, I guess, but like, how do you have nothing to do on turn 5? Doesn't like clear any of the major turn 5 threats as well. Doesn't clear Alouette unless your opponent trades to begin with. Doesn't clear Anangria unless your opponent trades to begin with. It clears... no, it doesn't even clear Zwei if they evolve it. It doesn't answer Zirconia either. Or like almost answers Zirconia, but not quite. Oh, it doesn't answer Zirconia unless they traded. I think it's just... it feels like... if you really need a 2 cost for tempo, I guess you can run this, but I don't think it's worth it to run it otherwise. There's no evo payoff yet. Right now, evolve all unevolved allied followers on the field. This one's funny, you can combo it with Nightmare, I mean not Nightmare, Abyss. Shadow Crypt, Reyna, evolve for 12 damage. Very funny. You can pair it with the new 6 cost that Abyss got as well. If those things stick on the board, you just play Reyna and evolve it. You can play a meme ambush deck where you play a bunch of ambush cards and then you just use Reyna to evolve them all at one go and punch your opponent in the face. You have to be playing a deck that can like pair this up with things though, because she's pretty heavy at 7 and I don't think anything's living on the board like past turn 7. And if things live on the board at that point, you probably just won the game anyway. Plus you have to make space to run this and it's like a brick like a decent amount of the time. I think the effect's pretty solid, but I don't think there's any deck that can run this right now. Seems questionable to me. Birds in Haven, that's true. But like... maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like most of the time I'd rather just run Olivia instead of this. Like sure, this has higher ceiling, but like... I feel like Olivia's just better, isn't it? When she draws and heals. I guess this one doesn't take an evo, like a super evo point, which is cute. I don't know, I'm not super convinced this will be good. Maybe like a 1 or 2 in some decks, but probably not. I'm not convinced on this one, I don't think. Maybe Jaretta, Angelic Maid, the Battle Pass skin is really nice. I really like the Battle Pass art. Wait, where is it? Here you go. The Battle Pass art is great. The base art is less great, in my opinion at least. If you unlock Super Evolution, if you will give this a 2-5, this is actually quite good. Like, at worst, it's a 2-2 ward, which is like decent tempo early game. And late game, you stop Albert with 1 card. You're playing Ward Haven, you have a 2-7. Or 3-7, sorry. I think this card is good. I don't know how many decks have space to run it, besides Ward Haven. But as far as like a cheap ward goes, this is probably a pretty premium one. The fact that it's just a 2-cost that stops Albert on Fanfare is very funny though. Dark Side, select a follow on the field and give it +2/-. This is Gilnally's evolve effect. This card is good, right? It's removal and it's damage amp. You can give Storm to Medusa and hit for 16 damage, which is not like worth it for 9 play points probably. But it's funny. I like the flexibility. I think this is worth considering for... Yeah, I think this is worth considering. I like the flexibility of being either removal or damage amp depending on what you need. Coin Albert for 16. Sure, you could, or you could just coin Albert on turn 8 and you win the game that way, you know. Or you just get stopped by Jaretta because she stops Albert by herself, you know, there's also that. Alright, let's look at Goblin. It is May if you have a Super Evolve Allied follower on the field. Even Sword wouldn't play this, I don't think. Even Sword and its free Super Evolve wouldn't play this. On turn 1 it's a 1-1. A turn 1/1/1, is it worth it? Should it do anything on turn 1? It doesn't do anything until turn 6. Maybe like 1 or 2 in... Maybe they can run 1 of these or 2 of these in Roach. Not bad in Roach. But you have to pair it with Carbuncle. Super Evolve the Carbuncle and play this. Not the worst thing I've ever heard. I don't know if Roach has space to play this thing though. But it would be funny. Alright, we finished Rune. Get Dragon. I love this card. This is my favorite card of the expansion. I don't know if she's good, but I love this card. This side Super Evil gimmick is so bad. I feel like Sword is the only one that can actually use it to any like reasonable degree. But even then, it's behind a Rally 20, which is kind of stupid. Yeah, I don't think this, like, if there's an allied Super Evolve follower on the board, I don't think it's it. That's it. The only card I imagine it comboing well with is freaking Kagemitsu. You just Super Evolve the Kagemitsu and it's all active and you summon him without spending an evil point. I mean, without spending any play points. It's still, like, bad, but, like, you know, marginally better. I like Feeny. This is my personal opinion, and it stemmed from the fact that now that Blood is out of the game, Dragon is now officially my least favorite class in the game. I like Dragon only when they're playing silly gimmicky decks, like this kind of like stupid, like half the cost of their cards in your deck kind of weird shit. I don't like it when they're like playing like Phase Dragon or Buff Dragon. Or like stuff like that. I like it when they're doing weird things. So So I do like this card. The fact that she doesn't do anything on turn 8. I mean, you're not gonna place on turn... Wait, did Dragon get ramp? I should probably check. This is not a ramp card, that's for sure. This is not a ramp card. Ramp card? This is not a ramp card. Wait, did Dragon not get any ramp? That's crazy. Oh no, Ramp Dragon is screwed. I thought they would give like one more ramp card. That's ridiculous. You're gonna play this with 2 cards that ramp, one of them requires you to evolve. I mean, the Genesis Dragon or like the Garyu Dream is there, I guess. Stop. I don't know. I don't know about this one. You can probably eat Wardhaven alive if you like high roll. That's about it. This is our new token deck that is super bad into early aggro, I guess. Finally, I think it's pretty good. But considering Roach is already like in a pretty shit spot because of Wardhaven, I don't know how well how important this will be. But I mean, she spent an evil point for a 5-cost board clear. You can save it and play with Apollo or something. I haven't pair it with Grimnir's effect because Grimnir's at the end of turn. You can screw Witch over. I mean, you can screw Rune over. I feel like this card will get better as people learn what the opponent's decks are and when they are most annoyed by Filene's that classic cost up effect. You can also save these up and just play multiple in one turn. Not really worth it to do that, but you could. You can stop turn 10 Cocytus, you can stop Roach for 1 turn. You can, I guess you can block Urias or something. You can't block Albert with this. You can't block Kuon with this either. I mean 2/2 Bane is not bad for early game. I was a lot more optimistic about Dragon before I found they didn't get a single ramp card this expansion. Iconic Strike, discount a card in your hand by 2, deal 3 damage to enemy. This is like the Feeny dream, right? You discount the Feeny and you just slam it on turn. You play 1 ramp. You play 1 ramp, coin this on turn 5, and then on turn 6 you slam Feeny, and then like you just like start playing stupid shit from turn 7 onwards. That's the goal, right? Questionable goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. It doesn't hit your own followers at least. That's nice. I guess Feeny is the main discount target. You can discount Filene to get better access to her spell. You can discount Forte. You can discount. There's quite a lot of decent discount targets, I guess. Not bad. Dragon Sign buff incoming. Let's cope. Neptune. Gain crest of the Arbiter Neptune. Whatever. Summon 2 Majestic Megalorcars. Are this just... Yep, there's 2 tools to rush. With the Marine trait. Does anything else get the Marine? I know the Otohime's things get a Marine trait. And she has Ward. This is Poseidon. And you super evolve, you get 2 more Mega Lorcas. Whenever an like Marine follower enters the field, restore 1 defense to your leader. That's pretty... I mean, it's just a... It's a very fair mid-range card. Like, you just slam this on turn 7. You don't feel bad about it, I guess. I think it's, like, okay. It's another big bomb you can play in Dragon for your Resplendent Phoenix deck. Sorry, not Resplendent Phoenix, Feeny? Her name is Feeny now. Prismatic Phoenix. I mean, the crest is pretty good. You heal. You play Otohime's fan, you can heal one every turn. It's almost like the Haven amulet, except that it's not. Fireworm Blade. This is an equipment from MTG. Engage, destroy this, select any on field, give it +1/+1, last press summon Pyron Blade. So you just keep getting this back, right? And then you spend 1 play point to buff anything you want. Not awful, it's not like great either. I mean, if you're playing a deck, I feel like every deck that wants this would rather just play Otohime's fan anyway. Although the +1/+1 can be annoying. The fact that it's +1/+1 and not just +1/+0 can be quite annoying. But I don't see you floating 1 PP that often that makes this card like actually worth it. I like the design of it, I think it's cool, but I don't think it's worth playing. Seasoned Merman. 5 cost 3/3, summon a Mega, summon 2 Orcas, and evolve to summon another one. They're really pushing this marine trade business, huh? Seems terrible. Actually, it's not even that bad. You ramp 1 and play this on 4. It's actually quite pretty decent. I don't know if there's space, but honestly, it doesn't seem that bad, like, relatively. It beats... Oh, it doesn't beat Zirconia, it almost beats Zirconia. Actually, it does beat Zirconia. I mean, it trades into Zirconia at least. Doesn't... Seems goofy. I feel like there's just no space for this, but like, it's not the worst thing ever. Take 2 is super strong though. You just ramp once and slam this on turn 4, your opponent cries. This patch is Orca's patch, yeah. Intense Dragonute Princess. Of all the super evolved things, this is probably the best one, but it's still not that good. Actually? Actually? This might be the only one worth running. Like, the only one of these, like, super evolved ally follows on the field things. This might be the only one that's actually worth running. It's not too much of a break. Like, 2/2 or 2/2, 2 cost 2/2 is not the worst stats. I mean, it's not great, but, you know. You actually 1 card draw in this deck because of Feeney's effect. You need to draw cards after you play Feeney. And after Feeney uses a 1 cost 2 draw. Requiring a super evolved ally follow is quite annoying. You want a super evolved like Garu no PvP left to play this card, you just don't believe in Feeney enough. Don't you know Garu costs 4 now? You can easily pair this with Garu. It's free. Summon Orca, if you're in overflow, draw call of the... Okay. This would be silly and... This would be broken in Spell Boost. Or maybe not, maybe you don't want to play this on turn 7 in Spell Boost, but it'll be funny. It draws itself, so if you play with Feeney, you can get a bunch of 1 cost Orcas. It thins your deck out. The funny spell, I don't hate it. I don't know if it's good, but I don't hate it. Soaring Ivory Dragon, Fanfare and Overflow draw a card rush. Isn't this quite good? Is it good? It only draws if you're in Overflow. Other than that, it's a 1/1 with rush. What are you even clearing with this? That you can't clear with Fire Blizzard. Quick Blader. That's it. The fact that it draws is good for Feeney, I guess. That's about it. Not the worst. Wise Guardian Dragon. When an ally follower super evolves, reduce the cost of this by 3. Ah, that's why it's 10, okay. Summon a Vast Winged Dragon. You play Feeny and then you super evolve once, and this is a 2 cost 4/4 with a 5/5 Intimidate. Seems mid. They released no support for Face Dragon, which is very funny. They're really pushing the ramp angle here. But for some reason they didn't print any more ramp for the ramp deck. It's cool. I don't know about Dragon. It's entirely on if Feeny is enough to make ramp strong. Personally, I want Feeny to be like decent because I like playing goofy things that just high roll you into the next galaxy. So far, Portal seems to be the undisputed winner. The Abyss. Charon. Why do you even like reanimate 1 is a skeleton probably, right? That seems like the only. Is there a 1 cost follower? There is. Oh wait, there's a good one. There's a good 1 cost follower. Unfortunately, it still gets reanimated by Kerberos. And the pilot follower enters the field with ward, so you can reanimate 2 things and give them ward. And you super evolve her, you get her crest, which like I'm not so on the super evo effect. I know people like memeing on like giving things Storm with a Laura, but I'm not so on the super evolve effect. I think the Fenrir is okay. There's a lot of followers for a turn 5 play, but I'm not sold on this like, super evolve crest. Is that even a good target? Is this a good target? This is not even. I mean, it's not the worst target, but it's not great either. I guess you can reanimate Bowmancer and it's actually not that bad. Crusader Carrier, the restriction on 1 PP is so dumb. I suppose. I really thought they were gonna print Vania and give her a crest that activates whenever a bat comes into play, and make it so that even if you reanimate bats, like the bats would actually be good. Turns out they didn't do that. I really thought it was gonna happen. I thought they were just gonna give us like the Vania's effect but on a crest. So whenever a bat comes into play, deal 1 damage to the enemy and then give it Storm and Bane. I mean, you don't need to give it. I really thought that was what they were gonna do. Turns out they didn't. They just printed Charon, which is a bit goofy. I don't hate this fanfare, but like, I think the fanfare is okay. Yeah, I'll just say I think the fanfare is okay. The crest is weird. Consensu and Yuzuki, like a mode. Summon 4 One-Tailed Fox. They buffed the One-Tailed Fox to a 2/3 instead of a 1/3. And 2 destroy 4 random enemy followers, restore 4 to your leader. 9 cost is quite heavy. It's a very expensive Amalia. I mean, you can also clear board. It clears Ramia by itself, that's something, I guess. And then your opponent just plays Masterwork and you die. I really want Control Abyss to be good. I really want Control Abyss to be good. I really like Medusa and I like Sarah, so I really want Control Abyss to be good. But I don't know if Control Abyss can be good. I'll cope and say that hopefully this will be good. Extella is good though, this is a good card. If your this is follower plus X plus 0, X is the number of other allied followers on the field. Deal 2 damage to your leader. this stupid. The self damage is stupid, but other than that, this is a good card. 4-1-3 with Storm. You pair it with Shadow Crypt, or you can pair it with the skeletons you get off Mino and whatever else that generates skeletons. You can just use them to pump this. Just punch the opponent in the face. I think this card is good. Being able to chip damage in Abyss is good because you can set up for lethals with Kerberos by poking your opponent in the face over and over again. I think this card is good. Laura is a meme. It's basically it's a slightly better version of the Dragon Silver that gives things Storm. You can do the same stupid Ruler of Cocytus OTK. But unlike Dragon, you don't have ramp in this deck. You can give a Ghost Bane from Shadow Crypt, or you can give a Skeleton Bane. Mostly you're giving the Ghost Bane and then you can use it to clear, but then it's just Mukan. I don't think this is good. I've seen a lot of people hype up giving Medusa Storm, and I honestly don't understand the hype. Like, you're spending 2 evil points. You're spending 2 super evil points to deal 9 damage to your opponent's face. Or clearing 1 follower. I don't see it. Like, you can't even follow it out of Kerberos next turn because you don't have super evil points left. Winged Servant, summon 2 copies of Bat. When they release Vania, this card will pop off. Cope. But you definitely can't play this in Kerberos right now. Just trust when they release Vania. Just trust. Vania will save us all. This card is good, right? 6 cost 3/3, summon 2 rotting zombies, 2/2s that summon themselves back. You play this on 6 and then you can Olivia, Super Evil, one of the zombies next turn. Or you play this on 7. And then on turn 8, or you play it on 6 and you coin in the Kerberos next turn as well. It's pretty strong. Your opponent has to have a stupid amount of board clear to clear this. Like, it's basically impossible. You have to clear a 3/3 and then a 2/2, and then 2 2/2s, and then another 2 2/2s after that. Like, it has to be something stupid like Haven setting up the 6 cost, the Holy Grail like before, Unholy Vessel, sorry. Like the turn before to clear something like this. This is ridiculous. You're almost always going to stick a follow on board with this. You can pair it with Kerberos, or you can pair it with Olivia. I think it's good. It doesn't clear anything on its own though, so there's a bit of concern there. Like, you still have to evolve the trade, like if you want to clear something, which is my only concern. Considering it's a turn 6 play, there's probably something on your opponent's board you need to clear. But you know, if you manage to land it, it's a very good card. If you manage to land it. If you manage to land it. Buella Blastwing. And then when allied follow super evolves, give this follower +2/+0. If you could give this Storm with Kerberos somehow, then sure. But by itself, no. 3 cost 2/4 with Rush. I mean, it's like... Nah, this card is stupid. Ghastly Soiree. Add a Ghost, Skeleton, and Rotting Zombie to your hand. Ah. It's literally 0 tempo for turn 2. Is the early game follower you needed? Really? This? You want to play this to play on turn 3? Like, I know Abyss early tempo is bad, and it's one of the major weaknesses. But like, are you gonna mix? But like, making space in your deck for a 2/4 rush? I don't know about that. You're running this or Grimnir not to die, then just run Grimnir. I'd definitely rather play Grimnir over this at least. This one's pretty cool. It's a lot of tokens to add to your hand for no tempo, which is my only concern. Grimnir gets blown up by Val since one of your worst matchups, so that's the value of Vuela. That is true. But I don't know, I'm not seeing the vision with Vuela right now. Honestly. Yeah, I mean, obviously I could be wrong. High chance I'm wrong about most of this, actually, but, you know, I don't really see it for now. This card... I feel like it's too slow. At 2 cost to get out... I mean, it's a lot of tokens, which is cute. But like, in a fast Abyss deck, this is a bit too slow. In a slower Abyss deck, this is probably not worth running. I don't have faith in this one. Cultivator of Malice would be so good if it weren't for the fact that she costs 1 and so gets in the way of Kerberos' Reanimate. This was a 2/2/2, this would be good. Yeah, you can't really find time to play this, right? If this was a 2/2/2, this would be such a good card. It's a shame. This would probably be like one of the best, or not the best, but it would be a very good 2-drop for Abyss if it only would cost 2 and it was 2/2. But if it's a 1/1/1, I don't think it's worth running. Oh, there's one more. Rain the Silver Bullet. Really? They made another follower that deals more damage to your leader. You want me to run this over what's it, Blood Seal Demon? Demon Seal, whatever that 5 cost is. Nah, this card is... I don't think this card is it. Alright, Haven. It clears Norman boards. It does do that. Darkseal is kind of shit. I mean, at least it draws. This is like clears 1 more follower. I'm not convinced. I'm not super convinced you even need to clear Norman boards. Also, like Medusa does that as well, so. And this one costs an evil point to do it. I think I'd rather just play Medusa over this, honestly. You make carrot puppies have trait and Kerberos only reanimate that certain trait follower. They could! They could do that, they won't, but they could. Here's our good friend Wilbert, the star of the show, I guess. The one that everyone's... The class that everyone has the most hopes for this expansion, it would seem. Wilbert Desolate Paladin Ward. Last word summon 2 Holy Cavaliers. Hey, they cost 1. Kerberos can reanimate them. Evolve, gain a crest. Whenever ally follower with ward enters the field, gain +2/+4. This card is good. This card is very good. We're all on the same page, right? This card is very good. The only problem with this card, I feel, and it's a problem that like happens a lot like in later Shadowverse, so I guess it was bound to happen eventually, but I didn't expect it to be this soon. Where the difference between drawing this card on the evil turn and not drawing this card on the evil turn is like so big. Like you have a lot of those, right? You have things like Rogers where like the difference between drawing them and not drawing them on the right turn is like so huge for the entire game. This feels like one of those cards as well. It feels like your game plan has to be to try to stop your opponent from playing Wilbert on turn 6 like easily, but how do you do that? Like even if you go wide, his stats are so high and he summons more wards. Like it doesn't even stop him even like if my opponent had like a Zirconium board, I would just play this and evolve it anyway. It's very hard to stop. Trepidation, well, that's one way to put it, I suppose. I guess if you're either with Ward Haven or you're against it. I find like this card is just hard to stop, like from getting out on turn 6 if your opponent has it. Like you just have to pray your opponent doesn't draw it. Or you're in for a rough game. Aether, this is the other problem card. Randomly summon 3 different name followers that cost 3 or less from your deck. Ward, give all other allied foes on the field +2, +0, +2, and aura. This is the other problem card. That's a lot of stats. That is a lot of stats. You summon Sarissa off this and the Sarissa gets aura as well. Which is absolutely stupid. You can't even snipe the Sarissa, you sort of have to just take 5 to the face from clearing their wards. Medusa alone doesn't answer this. With how high the ward followers' health get, you're probably not answering this with artifacts either. The question is whether you are meant to build your deck around this effect and like guarantee a certain like set of followers off of her fanfare, or if you just don't care, you just run whatever the hell you want and it turns out it's strong enough anyway. How many ways of summoning followers do they have that aren't from just running followers? This one doesn't do it. Does this do it? This card is super stupid. Wait, this card is stupid. Wait, I'll get to it later. It's a super evolve, but like Haven doesn't actually have prime super evil targets anyway. Like most of the time you're freaking super evolving the Griffin and then playing the holy Wilbur into Aether into John is nuts, yeah. Like unlike most decks, like Haven doesn't actually have a priority super evil target yet. Which makes this card even cooler, even better for that reason. But you actually have something to save your super evil for and it's like pretty big. You can't clear anything, John buffs the rest while clearing your board and then they punch you in the face. And John gets the +1 +2 from Wilbur as well. Yeah, the Ward Haven is eating good so far. This card is silly. But maybe if they put enough crests into this deck, like if they make a Bellerophon and like a Alana or something, and you bury your crest with like 5 different crests, you can play this for free, but other than that, this is a pretty stupid card. I don't have faith in this one. I think this card is quite bad. Agnes is good for Storm. Storm, at least 2 allied followers on the field, amulets on the field, destroy a random enemy follower other than the opposing one. This is Albert that clears board. This card is really good. Unfortunately, Ward is clearly the push deck, so I don't think Storm is gonna see much play. But I think this card is really good in Storm. It tides you over as well, because you spend your turn. Max damage effects in the future, maybe, but like... Seems mostly unnecessary, but you know, who knows. Like, when you're playing Ward Haven, you set up amulets on your... I mean, you're playing Storm Haven, you set up your bird amulets on turn 4, and then on turn 5 you just slam Agnes and punch them in the face while clearing their follower. You in fact take only 3 damage at a time, it becomes a lot better. That's true. You're not wrong. But for now, this card is awful. This card is good, but not for the correct deck. This card is a Storm Haven deck, and people are gonna be playing Ward Haven anyway. Divine Guard. Let I follow on the field with Ward, give it +0/+1, deal 1 for X damage to random enemy follower. X, the selected follower is different. I think this card is very good. You can answer your opponent's followers with Bellringer Angel. That's just crazy. But I think this card is very good. Hey, Haven finally got Banish. They finally gave Haven Banish. Maybe now Control Haven can actually work. I don't think anyone's playing this card. Colette, Barrage Exorcist. Do this 1 time, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. If there are at least 2 allies on the field, do it 2 times instead. It's another Control Haven card. I don't see the vision for this one. I don't see it. I think Haven has too much like better removal for this to be worth running. Luminous Sensor. I mean, like, I guess if you are behind, you can play this and like clear a follower maybe, I don't know. Luminous Sensor, engage 1, destroy this card, restore 4 defense to your leader. The healing is strong. You can front load your healing, you can place on turn 2 to set up for healing later on. It's pretty good if you're playing a serious control deck, but who's playing a serious control deck with War and Storm Haven around? Damas Oracle. So that enemy follower on the field, give it at the end of your turn, destroy this card. This is bad? Are you serious? 3/4 heal, so it's technically a Sage Light. This is just bad. Like, why? What? This is stupid. Like, when is the good use case for this? Hey, this follower, you see your follower here that I need heart removal for. Next turn it dies. Then your opponent just punch you in the face with the follower, and then like, you die first. When is this ever good? I literally cannot think of a scenario where this is worth running. Removal that also... It doesn't even board lock! The opponent can just punch you with the follower. Only good early? I don't think it's good like ever. Then we Cleric of Cleansing. This one's quite bad also. Evolve the super to destroy enemy super evolve follower. This one's quite bad as well. I don't think this is good. This is just like shitty Fildal. Look, I even got like two good legendaries, like a pretty decent silver, and that's the rest is like kind of eh. Besides Agnes, but for the wrong deck. Good stat though, 3-2-4. With Ward. Have you seen Yuna? I feel like there is better wards to run than this. Play Grimnir over this is probably better. Is that everything but Sword? Now it's Sword left. I'm already not very optimistic about what I see, but you know, I could be wrong. Let's find out. Summons of Aether. That's every card. Like, you're gonna super evolve Aether on your Aether turn anyway, right? I guess like against an Olivia board, you can super evolve that thing and trade into the other follower instead. And that's about it. Summon 2 enemy copies of Knight. Look at Abyss, I looked at Abyss. This card is quite good. You have to find time to play it, but when you can find time to play it, this card is quite good. It's very hard to clear. And it stops a lot of things. It stops Roach, stops Albert, stops like every finisher in... Oh, it doesn't stop every finisher. It stops most finishers in Rune's arsenal. It stops Masterwork. It stops Orcus. And it heals, so it doesn't have healing either, so this is pretty good for the healing. This card is super annoying to clear. Like, sure, you can just evolve Fill Down and that's like an option, right? But I think this card is good. Gildaria. Rally 20, Rally 20 is very late. Like, you're probably out of equal points by the time you're at Rally 20. When an ally follower enters the field, do 1 damage to all enemy followers. When this evolves, summon 2 copies of Steelclad Knight and give them Rush. I think this is good. Doesn't clear bulk, which is kind of ass, yeah, but you can play on 8, play Albert on 9. You can do that. Clear the 2 tokens. The tokens are fine. Doesn't super evolve Furious, then Albert next turn just win the game unless they have any clear effect. Yes? Yes, it does if you save both the super evolves for turn 8 and 9. Sure. Can do that. The opponent doesn't have removal for some reason. Yes, in theory it does. Actually, you don't even need to super evolve him, you can just regular evolve him. Because he deals 2 damage already. Oh, it does get stopped by wards though. The opponent just plays Aether Shirt now, their followers can attack. Oh! That's why you play the 3-cost 2/4 in Aether. You play Aether, summon that off of Aether's effect, then you can super evolve. I mean, you can evolve that follow to clear the opponent's super evolve Urias. That was the play the whole time. Frankly, I think if your opponent can't clear this for one turn, they just lose anyway, regardless of what you do. Honestly. I feel like if you manage to get this to live one turn, you're probably gonna win the game. Unless you like actually pass the next turn. Yudara's great. She makes the matchup, she makes the mirror extremely hell because she clears like everything. But that's what makes it funny. You can clear the Amelia Megas board with Gildaria. Quite convincingly as well. You just need one more follower alongside Gildaria and you just clear the whole board. She clears Amalia's board as well for like obvious reasons. She clears a lot of boards. You can clear Karula. That's always something. I think she's good, but like I don't know how to find space to run her. Probably like somehow I will do it. But I think she's a good card. Not a finisher though. But we have Albert, so that's probably fine. Prim! Princess's Picnic. Add Nonya to your hand. 2 cost 1/1 ambush. Super Evolve. Keep ally falls on the field plus sometimes. This Super Evolve doesn't exist. This Super Evolve, like, there is no way you're using this, like, unless you're about to lose the game or you're about to win the game. Like, either this Super Evolve gives you lethal. Either this Super Evolve gives you lethal. Or you just never Super Evolve her. Fastest Rally 20 is turn 9. Yeah, she's for very long games. That fanfare is for very long games. It's not really like for like an actual thing you aim for. She's perfectly fine even if you just regularly evolve her. And Nonya is a 2-cost 2/2 with ward. If you're the Supreme on the field, there probably is a Prim on the field because she has ambush anyway. Give this +1/+1 and Bane. This card is very good. This card is very good. It does 2 things for you. Going first, it gives you a turn 4 play that's at least pretty solid. Like, it's not amazing for a turn 4 play, but it's pretty solid. And she solves it with alone. Card barely has anything that spawns stuff for Rally. Yeah, I think they're not. I think they're not pushing Rally very hard, which is probably a good idea. Like, if they push, like, no one's gonna like it if they just push Sword back into the direction of Rally 15 win the game, so. They probably won't push Rally too hard, which I think is fine because it really gives them more leeway to design cards without having to worry too much about Rally being too strong. 2PU 1/1, I think it's actually good. On turn 4, you play this plus her ward. You put a Bane on the board, your opponent has to like answer with their Evolve follower, which always feels bad. And if you're going second, you play this on turn 2, and I mean turn 1 and 2, you just coin her out, and then turn 2 you play Nonya, which is basically a barrel but without the self-ping. And she's one card that solves your turn 1 and 2 going second, which is very good. Because the less cards you have to keep in mulligan for your early game, the more cards you can mulligan to look for Zirconia, which is easily the best going second card for Sword, so. Imagine turn 10 going second, dropping Amelia, Gildaria. You can do it on turn 9, right? Turn 9. I guess you can do it after you have enough rally, and then you'll probably be like turn 10 or later. Then yeah, you can give the entire thing a barrier with Amelia. It'll be very funny. Also, she has ambush. You can just stick her on board and then you play Zirconia on turn 4, you can buff her as well. I think Prim is great. This card on the other hand, I don't think is very great. Enhance 5 draw a sword follower that costs 2 or less set costs 0, rush, follower strike, the opposing follower's damage, destroy it. So the thing to know about this card is that the discount doesn't last until end of turn, it's forever. So you can keep a 0-cost follower in your hand like the whole time if you want to. The problem is that you will be spending your turn 5 playing 1-3-2 with Rush. And like, I don't know if that's what you want to be doing for your turn 5 when there's stuff like Anne and Greya and Eluette running around, so... And this follower strike is like... It's not awful. It's not like great. I'm not super convinced about this card. I don't think this is worth running. It's like, I'd rather run the dog. I'd just rather run the dog. I could be wrong, but I don't really see like many cases where you rather just not run the dog. Alright, let's see what this is. Band of Battle Princesses. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Enhance 4. Deal damage to 3 random enemy followers instead. No? No? No thank you? You're not playing this. Nah, you're not playing this. On paper it's not bad, but in Sword this card is not playable. This is the Wuthering Waves protagonist. Rakir, Ordinary Knight. And if I draw a spell, recover. This card is in the wrong class. This card is absolutely in the wrong class. What? Oh. Even in the control deck. But it's like no, there's no space for this in the control. You need space for Gildara and Amalia and Geno and all that stuff. You have Samurai for your early game clear and late game clear. You have Vals. You have Dog. It's like a Forest Craft card. Loot Sword support, yeah. Wait, this is like Rogers. It gives you a spell and it recovers 2 play points on evil. It's basically Rogers. This card is stupid. This card is terrible. I don't know why they printed this. I can't even call it Vials because like you can only vial it after you have... Yeah, I know you're talking about the spell, but I still don't think the spell's that good, even in control decks. It's mainly for clearing ambusher. This is swords only without clearing ambush. You're not wrong about that. Oh, no, well, we have Gildaria now, I guess, so that's not entirely true either. Oh my god, Gelt is back! Gelt is back! Oh my... Wait. 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 Hold on. It doesn't clear Ron of Vero. You just sort of have to like take it if your opponent has Ron of Vero, you know? Wait, this card... I mean, obviously she's meant to be paired with Amelia. You don't have to... Like, it's obviously meant to be paired with Amelia, but... Like, if you have a few surviving followers on your board, you just play Amelia plus Gelt Super Evolve Amelia. Everything gets War, and then Gelt buffs everything as well. I mean, not Ward Barrier. What is Evolve with? It's about the same. He just became left-handed. I do think this is a good effect. I'm just not sure there's space to run him. And the fact that he basically only activates like twice per game. Is kind of iffy. And you will be missing out on playing things like Amelia Magus if you do that. I mean, I don't think it's bad. But I don't think there's space for this, even though it's pretty cool. I mean, I ran this over Iron Crown at the very least. This is probably better than Iron Crown. But we already have Vows and we have the dog, so like, are we playing are we cutting those slots for Gelt? Maybe we can cut Apollo for Gelt. Do you need Apollo? Kind of do need Apollo, I feel. Maybe not. Maybe you can run this instead of Gelt and just like, I mean, run with Gelt over Apollo and just hope that Gelt's ward is enough. Excuse me? Hello? Why am I doing this? Is a win more? You feel like it's a win more card? Yeah, it is a bit of, I don't know if it's a win more card. It does quite help, but I don't know about this one. This card is stupid. I do not see a world running this card. Like, if I'm gonna run this card, I'd rather just play the basic spell instead. This card is a meme. Nah. This card is a meme. You can make your opponent mill, maybe. That's about it. Nah. Hey, his Ninja Master is back. Wait, did they nerf him? Wait, wasn't he like a 5/5? Was he not a 5/5? I mean, you're not running this. This is stupid, but alright, our last hope. Budget. Oh, buff? Oh, he was a 4/4. Oh. I mean, you're still not playing it, but, you know, that's cute. You want damage to 2 random enemy followers. Not bad. Probably the best bronze. I mean, I can't complain. So I got pretty good legendaries and a pretty good gold. So even though the silvers and bronzes are a little bit iffy, I think overall it's a pretty decent expansion for Sword. And honestly, this might see play, like unironically. I guess it's just to pair her with Rose. That's the goal, right? You pair her with this. You ping something for 1 and then you finish it off with Rose. Oh! I understand. Enhance 5 Rose, summon the Saria that you get, and then use Rose to clear the follower that Rose pings. I mean, the Saria pings. Wow! I mean, the more likely scenarios you play Rose and you draw freaking... If the enemy has 1 unit, it's only gonna do 1 damage. It's only gonna do 1 damage. It's the same thing with the Band of Battle Princesses for the enhance. It will do 4 damage to 3 followers. If your opponent only has 2, it will do 4 to 2. Or Lance Trooper, yes, or Lance Trooper. I mean, you're not playing this card anyway, so like that's a moot point, but yes. Overall, fairly mid-set compared to the release set, I feel. Maybe it's just because we're comparing everything to stupid things like Anne and Greya and Orcus, and those cards that just pop the hell off. And maybe overall it doesn't seem... we did get some pretty strong low rarity cards for all the classes in the release set as well. This is budget. Maybe you can play this over Apollo actually. No, I'd rather play Apollo. Would I? I'd probably rather play Apollo than this at least. So, Forest. basically got no roach support. Like Garden of Allure, I guess, is roach support. Fairy Fencer is kind of roach support. So they want you to play like a tempo deck with Diana and Arya, or they want you to play control with Rose Queen and Limaga. Which is like questionable at best. Sword overall came out pretty good, relatively. Okay, easy to buff with Zerg. Yeah, I also think Apollo's better because you can evolve to clear Zirconia boards. This thing won't clear Zirconia boards by evolving her, so I think Apollo's probably better in that regard as well. Sword came out pretty well. We got some pretty solid legendaries. Pretty good gold here. The rest is a bit questionable, I guess. Gelt, probably the best bronze silver. Rune got screwed. Like, there is something wrong when Owen is the best card for your main deck. Well, I guess Norman may be okay in Spell Boost as well. Is Gildaria a 3-off? I don't know. Could be. I haven't played the expansion yet, so I wouldn't know. Rune got kind of shafted, I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting to be mostly dirt support from the beginning, but like, this is not great dirt support. Dragon has Feeny, and that's all Dragon has. Dragon is coping on ramp, and if ramp isn't good, you're gonna have to be playing another expansion of Face Dragon. Babu's gonna run dirt package. Yeah, but like I don't think you can play that many Normans either, so you don't think there's a good bronze card in this set? There's a good bronze card in this set. Look at the others first. There is this. This is the good bronze card. At least to get Phylene Feet, that's true. We got the best card art, you mean Lilanthem? Yeah, this card is super nice. This card is really nice. Honestly, this card's art is pretty nice as well, like... Virgin is good. You think Virgin is good? I'm not convinced. You have to evolve her. The issue with Gildara, you need turn 8 to be get Rally 20 at best. You don't just ignore the Rally 20 on her, like it's more of a bonus. The main effect is the fact that she summons 2 rushes and she does AoE damage. That's the main draw of Gildaria. The Rally 20 is like a bonus for very, very late in the game when no one has any evil points. When no one has any evil points, this Rally 20 pops the fuck off. But for the most part, she's used for this AoE and the fact that she summons 2 Steel Clads with Rush. Yeah, Rune is quite mid, unfortunately. Dragon gets Phylene's Feet and Feeny, which is cute card. Feeny also has the fully animated one, which I actually kind of want. Virgin is good, but she's fighting for turn 5 angry, yeah, so she loses there. I don't think Virgin is good. I can't think of a turn where you'd rather play Virgin. Does Sword have a good draw engine? We have Amelia. Amelia is our draw engine, it's the same as always. Amelia and maybe Olivia if there's space for her. See, the philosophy with Sword is that we don't have a draw engine, but every top deck is good in Sword. Well, not every, but like you run half of the cards like just big value for cost mid-range cards. So the design of Sword is that you just top deck good cards. Then you don't need a good draw engine. You just need luck. I'm sure maybe you haven't been on the receiving end of your opponent top decking 3 Amalias in a row, but it happens sometimes, you know. lucrative deal is there. This card is so bad. It's even worse than the Way of the Maid, the basic card. Dragon? I like Feeny. I don't know if she's gonna be good, but I like her. Oh, you've done that, yeah. Don't need a draw engine, just top deck the right cards at the right time. I really want this full art though. I didn't care for any of the full arts in the first set. This one I want. The draw spell. None of the draw spells are good. Neither Lucrative Deal or A Way of the Maid are good cards. Sword really doesn't like 2-cost draw cards. We like 1-cost draw cards. That's why things like Battlefield Summons and Send in the Troops were really good. But once it becomes a 2-cost spell, we just stop playing it. Abyss got some pretty decent cards. A bit iffy on direction though, with the random self-pings but no like Sanguine or anything to take advantage of it. And there's Ginsetsu, which is a random control card in a set full of tempo cards. But I like control Abyss. Normally I like playing, my favorite archetype is usually aggressive mid-range, but for some reason when it comes to Abyss, I just really like play control. Giving Lucrative Deal 1 play point by giving 2 cards to your opponent would probably be a better meme card. You spend 1 play point to do nothing basically. You benefit your opponent. Abyss has potential though, they did get some pretty stellar cards. Excella's pretty good. Charon seems pretty good for tempo, but I don't know if there's space for her yet. And Ginsetsu for control, I guess. Laura is a meme. Even obviously eating good, both of the legendaries are massive. Ah, that's her leader art. Am I crazy for thinking that the original art is better than the leader art? I think this looks so much better. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but I feel like this looks so much better than like this. Oh my god, you can get her. Get her skin. The leader is pretty nice though. Yeah, Haven's eating good. Portal is eating very good. One of the top tier deck that's getting top tier support. I imagine Portal continues to stay top tier. And then the neutrals are, I mean, Odin's pretty good. Grimnir's okay. Pretty solid card. The neutrals do a good job of being cards that aren't too strong but are like sort of generically good. Like there are decks that will probably want most of these at some point. You're happy that Roach doesn't get any good cards. They did get one. They got one. They got a trash can that draws cards. They got a recycling bin. Portal is ridiculous. Portal got so much good support. Even the puppet support is like actually decent. I mean, obviously playing Artifact if you want to win, but like Portal, like puppet at least got decent support. So the meta will probably be Portal at tier 1, or like top tier. Portal is the MC deck, that's true. Portal continues to remain undisputed top tier probably. And then my cope, not my cope, but like my prediction that I have, my crackpot theory, is that Warhaven will be very popular because, I mean, it's obviously the pushed archetype for this set. This one I put on the cat, which cat? The puppet cat? This one? This card sucks. Developer is a proper Portal main, you can see from the logo. Portal is actually the last class to be added to the game technically, so... So my prediction is that Haven will be very popular because like obviously it is. And then because of Haven, the Roach players and the aggro deck players like Face Dragon, Kagemitsu Sword, and also Roach probably, will have too much trouble against this deck, and then they'll slowly die off. And then that will bring Rune back into the game, because Rune is the only deck besides maybe Dragon that can really reasonably compete with Ward Haven. Because Calcuta's climb just can't be stopped. So Rune will be back. And then because Rune is back, the aggro decks and the Roaches and all that will come back as well to compete with Rune. And you have this weird triangle going on. Then Portal will just destroy everything. As the final boss class, Nemesis. As is fitting for the class, I guess. That's my crackpot theory of the meta. Actually, there's like decent wards. Like, the wards aren't even that bad. Like, Gridnir is not too bad. Bellringer is obviously good. You actually have decent early game to work with Sarissa, I guess. You played Ward Haven with Holy Saber. Yeah, I did too. I did like Ward Haven. There's an aggro Abyss list. I mean, you can probably kill Rune in time. Rune in time. You have what's her face? You have Excella. Excella is so good. This is a very huge glow up from being a basic card 4/3/3 with Storm if you have Vengeance. How's Sword eating? Sword is eating good. Relatively to other classes especially. We got 3 good cards. The rest doesn't exist. You can just ignore the... maybe Gelt. Maybe Gelt, but these 3 are definitely good. Gelt, maybe. The rest are... we don't talk about them. Leaders? I have to go and look up the thing. Titania has a new leader, so that's new. We haven't gotten Titania before. I don't hate her design. I think Titania's okay. Firelin obviously very good, huge improvement over Kung Fu Man. I mean, I know some people really like their Kung Fu Man, but I think Firelin is a big improvement. Plus, they knew what they were doing with this home screen background, alright? You know it, I know it, we all know it. They knew exactly what they were doing when they designed this background. Oh, her focus is really nice. And then Aether, I like this skin. She has the Aether has the problem of having to compete with Esperanza, but I do like Aether's skin. I think it looks nice. I will take any of these besides maybe Titania. I'm not that interested in Titania, but I'll take either of these. Wanted the Titania home screen? Go for it. Just pull 2 exchange tickets. Easy. I'm gonna say dump my ruby. I'm gonna dump my rubies on every set, of course. As for the fully animated cards, I like both of them. I want Feeny more, but I like both of them. There's only a few cards there, but you need to get them. But I want the cards that are good. It's like 1.5 months away anyway. I use Tanya or Firelin. You can see it. Aether has the problem, like, Aether is a solid skin, it's just that she has to compete with Esperanza. These two basically have no competition. Like, half the player base doesn't care about Love Sign. Probably a bigger than half the player base doesn't like Mr. Kung Fu. So these two have like no competition, but Aether has to compete with Esperanza, which is very popular. Stormhaven. Probably playable, but definitely not good. Like, Stormhaven was already struggling to begin with, and you got 1 new support. And in addition to all of that, you are competing against the better sword, the probably better Haven list in Ward. I would say a different thing if it was Barbros the one showing her feet. Honestly, I'm not really a feet person, so I probably wouldn't. I don't even use the Barbaros home screen. I still have it. I just don't use it. I use the. It's a new game, alright. We gotta move on to new characters. That's how it works. 5 cost silver card. Which one? Immaculate Adjudicator. This one? I mean, it's like not bad. It's like relatively good compared to the rest of the filth, but I don't know. Like you have to only Control has room to play this thing. Storm actually capable of destroying Warhaven boys with Grail. You're not wrong there. But you have to find room. You have to find time to play the Grail. Posting out your combos. And like the problem with Storm is that you have to compete with John. I mean, like you have to compete, like not John. You have to compete with John. John just doesn't clear Wilbert's boards. Divine Guard is crazy. Yeah, I don't think Divine Guard is very good. John's job becomes a lot harder when all of your opponent's boards have +4 health. I guess most of the wards are 2/2s. I guess most of the wards are 2 defense by base form, so maybe John actually does clear them. They definitely won't clear Aether though. Plus there's a stupid barrier ward follower that is super annoying. Spoken as a sword main who summons a full board of barrier wards. Yeah, seems okay. Who then clears Wilbert? Odin. This card I guess clears Wilbert. Divine Guard's main issue is that Haven has bad draw already, it's a 1 PP. That's true, Haven's draw isn't super good. I guess if you're playing War, you have the benefit of being able to run Bellringer Angel without having too much trouble. Every time good banish card means lower stock for Kagemitsu. Kagemitsu's stocks were lowered quite a while ago. The Sword Anathema is pretty cool, yeah, I do like her. Probably the card that I'm happiest with is Gildaria. So her art is so cool. Look at this. Look at this evil art. Wilbert reminds you of Bath Dragon. The Bath Dragon is coming, alright? They reworked shuffling cards back into your deck probably for Bath Dragon when it comes. And when Bath Dragon comes back, I'm gonna hate it. Kagemitsu is shit useless legend. Okay, that's a bit too far. People actually figured out that he's like actually a pretty good. People actually figured out a pretty decent deck to run with him, so that's not entirely true. Is he the worst Swords legendary? Absolutely, but he's not that bad. And that's amount of peace. I'll wait to draw another 3/7 on turn 4. 2/2 of absolutely useless do nothing. I mean, the Storm is actually quite good. The fact that you can pair him with things like Centaur or Tentacle Bite is neither the worst sword card nor the worst legendary. What is the worst legendary? I don't actually know what is the worst legendary. What do we consider the worst legendary? If you have Rush, it'll be better, yeah, definitely. Kagemitsu is strong but become weaker now, so I have so many wards. Yeah, there is a lot of wards. Rune gets more healing. Forest is probably still Forest. Rose Queen? Rose Queen is pretty bad, you're not wrong. Feeny. Feeny hates Feeny. Personally, I like Feeny, but I don't like it when Dragon is like actually top tier, so... Kage is good because he forces you to use your opponent to use resources into him, and that is value. Albert is the worst side game, please buff him. That's true. Albert needs like 10 damage AoE. Feeny's gonna be the worst? I don't think Feeny's that bad. Why so much Feeny hate? Why do people dislike Feeny so much? I mean, like, sure, she's an 8 cost do nothing. But still. Imagine the value. You can play Feeny, and then next turn you can play, like, I don't know, Garyu into Genesis Dragon. Mimizu is only good because he gets to eat your super evils for a storm, but as a card he just keeps randomly dying to random AoE. You follow the part where Kagemitsu also takes up board space because he doesn't have rush. It's so slow. But she's cute. Look at her. Look at that fully animated art. I want this. That fanfare is killing the tempo for Dragon. You can drop the triple forte, absolutely. You can play Kakutas for 0 cost, absolutely. Also, Dragon doesn't have any good drawing power. You don't need good drawing power, you just need a shiny right hand. You just need a right hand to be shiny, that's all you need. Very two side games, Prince decline, Dragon decline. No, thank you. Where's the Feeny all out with her chicken form? Unfortunately, it doesn't exist yet. Doesn't interact about the value is insane, but like Gamba, like 1% instant win, 90% lose. That's what. What you think you play this game to win? It's crazy. Can't see you can. That's hopium. Nah. Every time you see Feeny besides fighting, you can't help but take a glance. Yeah, look at them. They are very similar. There you go. Honestly, Phylene is one. I mean, honestly, Feeny is probably one of my favorite legendaries this set. I don't even like Dragon, but this is probably my favorite one of my favorite legendaries. I don't care that she's like bad. I just like Feeny. I like this kind of like goofy like gimmick effects. Feeny should discounted cards in hand as well. That's just Roost. We had a card that did that and it cost 5 in the previous game. Feeny's bad in a fun way, yeah. She's the kind of, she may be bad, but she's fun to make her work. The rune card have good follower now at 2 cost. What was it again? This? Or this? You go second, Draconic Strike Feeny, play on 5, exactly. I see you get the vision, and then you just top deck Garyu. Play Feeny on 5, on turn 6 you just top deck Garyu and super evo him. It's free. Arcane this one? I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's worth running over any of the current 2 drops in Rune. You add a Whalecraft. Hey, that's my deck. Thanks for changing the art with the Phylene art. Finding art that bad. The Dragon needs sword players. I mean, honestly, Dragon is my second favorite so far. For next expansion, it looks like. Also, I've heard, I don't know if they're just crazy, but I've heard some like pretty good Japanese players actually say that like Dragon's actually not bad. So this card Dragon card gold. Do you mean the 7 one? This works with Otohime's fan. 7, yeah. This works with Otohime's fan, yeah. Mega Lorca cards look sweet. Probably the only thing carrying Dragon to be consistent right now. Dragon's not about being consistent. Dragon's about high rolling your opponent by slamming Genesis Dragon on turn 7. What are you, crazy? I feel like the main issue with Dragon is still the lack of ramp. That's what Dragon needs. Just one more ramp card at least. One more decent ramp card, not something stupid like a 5-cost 3/3 with fanfare ramp. I think it's good now so many support for a crest. There is a lot of marine followers. Oh god. Can heal a lot. Which lends itself to a ramp playstyle, which means you're gonna play Feeny anyway. So it's consistent? Yeah, sure. What deck should I choose? The one that you like the most? Dragon Sign breaks me too often. Dragon needs more draw power. I will not speak on what Face Dragon needs because I don't like Face Dragon. I have zero intention of ever touching Face Dragon. Is that all the 77 cards? Yeah, that's all of them. And from each class, 7 neutrals. We have better cards to play instead of her, but Feeny's cute. Look at her. I can't zoom in on that. Wait, what? Why is she yellow now? I can't zoom in on the art. What text should I choose? Choose the one you like the most. It's not that complicating. If you want me to tell you what's the best deck to choose in terms of gameplay, I have no idea. The expansion's not even out yet. How would I know? Portal maybe? I don't know. Probably get Karula, right? If the Portal deck gives Karula, that's probably pretty strong. Silver card neutral is a must-have card. Which one? There's 3 of them. I'm assuming I'm not talking about Colette. If Dragon got cards like Ayla back, it'd be more consistent, yeah. This is not all the cards. These are all the cards. The expansion isn't out like in the game, so like I can't play it, so I don't know which one's a good deck. Neutral? Oh, neutral. Silver card, Sharetta. This is a good card, yeah. Honestly, you can probably consider running this in decks that aren't Haven as well. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I value the fact that she stops Albert by herself quite highly. Anything about Haven unless you got Haven. Haven's mad expensive. Yeah, Haven needs like every legendary except Rodeo because no one likes Rodeo. Haven is 1/3 legendaries. Yeah, it actually basically is 1/3 legendaries. You play 3 John, 3 Sarefa, 3 Wilbert, 3 Aether. Wonder if Ruella from Abysscraft would double dip from Oh wait, it's give it and this. Wait, I only just realized it says give it and this follower. Wait, hold on. Ruella deck is strong, yes. Oh, Will Grimnir as well. Oh yeah. Will it double dip? I'm actually not sure. I think it should double dip. I think it should double dip, so it should get +4. Wait, I only just realized that it gave the follow you Super Evolve plus 2 as well. That's actually kind of good. This might actually be worth playing. The whale deck for sure. Haven, yeah. Dragon is also probably gonna be a well for me because I want to play Roost. Horus is still the cheapest deck, plus you can probably not run any of these. Haven got the only cheap banish card because Haven is the banish class to begin with. Banish was supposed to be Haven's identity for a while. I'm surprised we got Zeus before Odin though. I mean Odin before Zeus. You dread the day they print Masquerade Ghosts again. They probably won't. If only Haven can, so only Haven can beat Wilbert. Well, that's not true. Forest has transformed. Also, because Wilbert costs 6, any deck can curve in. Well, I guess if they coin old Wilbert. If Haven has to play more wars, they have Bellringer Angel, so they won't break that much. So, yeah. You think Titania's getting a slot because of her crest? Maybe. The fact that she gives the crest on Fanfare is pretty interesting. You have charmed her OG priest. Wait till they print the one that just banishes everything. Oh, wait, Omens is next set. We're getting Marwyn back. It's gonna be funny. We're getting Marwyn back. He's probably gonna do something stupid again. Wait, is it Marwyn? No, it's not Marwyn. What's his name? Is it Marwyn? I can't remember what it's called. The one that like... I can't remember what it does, what it's called anymore. Well, I mean, we'll get him next expansion anyway, so it's fine. Horus still looks OP hard countered by Haven. I mean, Sword has Urias, so there's that as well, I guess. That's the BGI playing Princess, yeah. I swear to God, Princess Connect is actually the main reason why I like the Feeny card so much. Princess Connect has made Feeny grow on me, so now I just really like Feeny. With Medusa as well. Marwyn, yeah. Anyway, I think that's all there is to say about the new cards. Now it's just to wait for the game to actually update, and then we can all suffer in Portal Hell, I guess. Another 1.5 months of Arceus, but now we can also add in Karula to the mix of cards people hate to see every game. Yeah, that's it for today. See you next time. I mean, see you whenever, I guess. Probably won't be streaming the release, but I will see if I feel like it. Yeah.